Hello everyone, my name is Lucy Céspedes and welcome back to my channel. If you hear birds in the background, I'm sitting in my mom's kitchen while my baby's taking a nap, and my mom has a couple birds in a cage here because she likes them. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get through this as fast as I can before my baby wakes up. And as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about pretty much about my life as a single mom and how I balance everything, how I balance work, time for myself or my baby, if I date, money, and things like that. So I've been a single mom pretty much the entire time. Well, not pretty much, the entire time since I found out I was pregnant. And when I went to the doctor, he told me I was 6 weeks pregnant when I found out with my baby. And that like shocked me. Like I knew I've always wanted to have a baby, but that wasn't the plan because I was single. Me and my daughter's dad had only been dating for a little while, wasn't very long. So when I found out I was pregnant, you know, I was kind of, I was happy, but I was sad too. I was disappointed. I didn't know what I was going to do. And you know, it took a lot out of me. It took a lot of strength to realize what was happening. You know, like I knew I was pregnant, but you really don't really know what that means until you have the baby and you're like, this is real. So through the entire pregnancy, I went through it by myself. You know, me and her father were never really together. We kind of dated for a little while. So I did that by myself. I went to every single appointment by myself. You know, I knew I was in it by myself. And it was my job to make sure my baby was healthy, my baby was okay, that I had everything, and I was prepared for her for whenever she arrived. And you know, things started to get rough because I had a plan, once again, to save as much money as I could so I could stay at home for as long as I could once my baby was here. And I moved in with my parents, so my bills cut down, you know, even more. This is a very touchy and hard topic for me to talk about. Like, it has taken a while for me to open up about this because I even dealt with depression, but I'll get to that in a minute. So my plan was to work and save money and get ready, you know, so I could be at home with my baby as long as I could whenever she was born. That was the plan. That's not what happened at all. When I was 3 months into the pregnancy, I had my period for those entire 3.5 months, almost 4 months. So I was scared to even go to the doctor, and him telling me that I had lost my baby. Like, I had already made up my mind that I was gonna have my baby and I was gonna work and I was gonna do it for us. So I finally, you know, girl the balls and go to the doctor. And thankfully my baby was perfectly fine. I was working a couple jobs. I was driving a forklift. I was doing really hard, like, warehouse job at that time. And so my doctor put me on bed rest. And I was not happy with that decision because I wasn't going to be able to make any money, and I lost my job, both jobs. And so I'm on bed rest. And about 2 weeks after being on bed rest, my period went away. So, I mean, it worked. But I go ahead and stay at home. Well, my doctor gave me a note to give to my work that I was going to stay at home until I had the baby. And yeah, my baby was extremely healthy. She was like 6 pounds, 19 ounces when she was born. And she's a beautiful little girl. She's going to be 8 months tomorrow, actually. And I'm going to film her 8 months update. So let's push it all to, you know, going through the pregnancy by myself, blah, blah, blah. But in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, her dad's not around, but maybe once the baby's here and he sees the baby, you know, maybe he'll come around and he'll be a good father. He'll help me with her and, you know, all this. Like, I remember him telling him how bad his father was, him growing up. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe he'll learn from this and he'll be a good father to my daughter. But that's not the case. That wasn't the case. Emma was born, and that's when it finally hit me. Like, it hit me like a block of ice that I was a single parent. I fell into depression. I I was crying at the drop of a hat. Like, I went to the hospital, I had my baby, I came home, and you know, I have stitches down there, and I'm taking care of my baby all day and all night, and it was hard. It was very hard going from having no baby to having a baby. This has been the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. But I'm very proud of it. I don't take any shit from nobody, about my parenting style or what I do or not do with my child. I don't allow anybody to say anything, honestly, unless I've asked for their opinion, because I take so much pride in it that, you know, in everything that I've been through alone. And it has been hard. It has been very difficult. But my daughter's 8 months now. She's sitting, she's getting, you know, she's trying to kind of crawl, and she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. And even though I've been through all that, I wouldn't change it, because I'm blessed to have her. I'm blessed to have her. She's an amazing little girl, and she'll be 8 months tomorrow. I wrote some stuff down here on the notebook, so it's gotta remind me what I need to talk about. Okay, so yeah, I was depressed like the first couple months once I came home with my baby. I didn't want to tell my doctor about it because I knew he was gonna put me on medication. And the only reason I didn't tell him is because I never had any thoughts about harming my baby or harming myself. Never. So I didn't really feel the need to tell him, you know. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be strong, I'm gonna get through this, you know, tomorrow's a new day. And I just thought of that every single day. And people would say, oh, it gets better, it gets better. You don't really know what that means until later on when you see that it does get better. And it really does get better. If you're going through this right now, it does get better. But this has, oh my goodness. So yeah, I think the main reason why I was so depressed is because in my head I had pictured this, okay, my baby, once my baby was born, her dad was gonna come around and, you know, be a good father to her. And maybe we could work things out, I don't know. And when, you know, 1 month passed, 2, 3, 4 months, 5 months, and none of that happened, nothing changed. I'm still a single parent, I'm still alone, I'm still doing this on my own. I think that's what made me fall into depression. You know, like snapping into it, like, this is it, this is, you know, this is my life, this is what I need to work for, and for me and my daughter. And if I wouldn't have my family to support me and support my decisions and help me with my daughter, I don't even know where I would be. That's like my biggest suggestion. If you're going through this, make sure you have family members, your mom, your dad, helping you and giving you all the support. It doesn't necessarily have to be with money. It could be just talking to you talking to them, because it is so important. It is so important for you to have a stable mind. Another thing that will help you a lot, it's finding good friends. I have 2 good friends, Amelia and Nina. I recently just met Nina like a couple months ago, and Amelia I've known for a while longer. I actually did her maternity shoot pictures, and that's how I met her. I'm a photographer, in case you didn't know. Yeah, keep a close group of friends, especially mom friends. They know what you go through. They know how hard it is. They know the sweat and the work that it takes to be a parent, to be a single parent. They know, they understand, they feel you, you know, so you can have a conversation with them. Although almost everything we talk about is like baby related, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It does get better, I promise. I promise it does get better. And now that, okay, so throughout the whole time I've been a single mom, I'm still a single mom. I haven't worked. I worked doing photography. I worked making car seat covers, anything I could to stay at home with my baby while she's growing. now that she's getting ready to be 8 months old, I've considered going back to work because, for one, I will have more money. I will be able to save more money, and I'm gonna have a more stable life for my daughter, because, you know, taking pictures and doing car seat covers is like, it's like sales, you know. It's nothing that's, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but yeah, I wanted to get a job that I'm gonna have a paycheck every single week, every other week, however they do it. Once she got a little older, she's 8 months old now, she could tell you what she likes and doesn't like. And actually, my friend Nina is the one who watches Emma, and I'm very thankful for her. I trust her with my daughter. Her and my mom are like someone that will leave her, and my friend Amelia, of course, but she's busy with her kids, so it's hard for her to watch another one, which I understand. And then money-wise, you know, I have to write down all of the expenses I have, everything that my baby needs. Now, I'll tell you this, her dad did start to help me with a little bit of money here and there. My shoulder keeps itching. Maybe it's this sequin thing in the back, I don't know. By the way, this is my t-shirt. This is my sister's t-shirt. I just pulled it out of her closet, and it's really cute. What was I saying? Oh, her dad is helping with a little bit of money here and there, which is nice. You know, it's okay. I still have to work a lot to make sure she has everything she needs, but I do appreciate his help. Now, making time for myself, this is something that is crucial for your state of mind, for a good state of mind. You want to make time for yourself. You want to do things that, you know, it's the little things that counts. Like, you have 30 bucks or 35 bucks, however much extra, you know, however much nails are in your area, go getting your nails done, getting a pedicure, getting your hair cut, or just going out like for dinner with some friends, or even if you bring your baby with you, you need to create a social life. Like, don't build walls around you and just like stay at home all the time, or be work home, because that will get to you, especially being a mom, being a single mom, when you don't really have a support from a partner. That's the number one thing. You need support from people who love you. You need to make good friends. You need to have a social life, and live as drama free as possible, because that shit will stress you. Now, about dating, I haven't dated since I found out I was pregnant. I wanted, you know, since I didn't want to be with somebody who wasn't my baby's dad, you know, if I had to be with somebody while I was pregnant. Now that she's getting a little older, you know, at first I didn't even get out of the house. I would watch her all day, every day. And if I had a doctor's appointment or something, I would make sure it was in the morning so my mom could watch her, because she works second shift, so she would be home. But going like to nightclubs, going out for dinner, I didn't do none of that. I just recently started doing that now that she's gotten older. I did date someone, and that didn't end well. We talked for a little bit, and he's got 2 kids. I have Emma. You know, we clicked instantly. We got along like we knew each other for years. And I mean, everything was perfect, and then all of a sudden he decided not to talk to me anymore, because he's got emotional issues or something. I don't really know what was going on there, but I wish him well. So that was the one time I tried dating. That's what happened. I don't think I'm gonna be doing it anytime soon, because the world is so messed up out there that I'm just terrified, honestly. And I don't think people are as honest as they used to be years ago, or at least they show that they're not as honest, if that makes sense. Maybe they still are. But yeah, it's been a hard journey. Just know that it does get better. You know, a happy mom makes a good mom. I cannot tell you how many nights I've cried myself to sleep from the stress, from thinking, oh my God, how can I do this? How am I gonna do this? Money, my daughter needs diapers, my daughter needs this, she needs that, and it's just, it's overwhelming, it's stressful. It can get to you. Oh my goodness. It can get to you, and it will get to you. You just need to know that tomorrow is another day. You're gonna wake up, You're gonna look at all the positive things in your life, and you're gonna move on, and everything will work out fine. Everything will work out fine. Everything will work out fine. Just think things through, figure out what you gotta do, put yourself out there with your baby, and work and support yourself and your baby. Don't depend on people that you don't need to. That's like the best advice I can give you from what I've been through. It does get better. I didn't really believe that at first, but now I like look at my baby that's 8 months old, and I look at a newborn baby, and I'm like, how did I do that? How did I take care of this tiny little human? But I did. She's 8 months old. She's a very healthy baby. I'm a happy mama. I wasn't for the longest time. I have finally come through with it. It does get better. I promise you it does. You know, just tough it out, girl. Thug it out. You thug it out. It's not easy. It's not easy being a single parent. It's not easy being a single mom. Doing this on my own, day in and day out, 7 days a week, 20 hours a day. Whew. You know, it's not easy. It's not for everybody. I can tell you that. It's not for everybody. But you're tough. You're a tough woman, and you can deal with this. You know, this will not face you. You got this. You got this. And if you're someone who's going through this right now, I hope you listen to this, and I hope it helps you. It does get better, I swear. Your baby would get older. You're gonna be able to do things you used to do before you had a baby. My mom tells me all the time, going from no baby to one baby is the hardest part. So you will make it. You will live. You will be happy. You will date again. Your baby's gonna get older. You will enjoy it. And don't wish the time away. That's another thing. Like I always say, oh, I wish my baby would do this. I wish my baby would do that. She's 8 months old. I don't even know what I've been doing all this time. Like I don't know what I've been doing all this time. I mean, taking care of her every single day, but it does get better, I promise. I hope this video helps somebody. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. As always, make sure you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've tried to upload videos every single week. I'm gonna try to be a little more consistent with it, and maybe start uploading a couple times a week. If there's any topics that you guys want me to talk about or anything, comment down below. I will be more than happy to. Also, there's this girl here on YouTube that I watch. Her name is Haley Page. Go check out her channel. She's amazing. I've been wanting to send her a little box to her P.O. box from like Cuban treats and stuff, because her and her husband Doug are always receiving box from people with like weird treats.